Birmingham City have reportedly hijacked Celtic's long-term transfer target. We will go over this story in today's video whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic's failure to bring in real quality up front has been criticised by ex-Scotland striker Ross McCormack. He didn't hold back when comparing the current team to those who've left. The former Fulham forward, who impressed down south, raised big questions about the club's signings since losing Kyogo's spark and the flair of Nicholas Kuhn. McCormack made clear that while Ida and Yang have had some good moments, they've not matched the consistent class or impact Celtic fans were used to. His views will hit home with supporters already angry at Celtic's lack of cutting edge, made worse by Rangers looking to improve this summer. He said this, "Oh, there's absolutely no doubt it's a downgrade. And I'm not being disrespectful to Adam Ida and Yang, but losing two players of the quality Nicholas Kuhn and Jota brought is a big miss for any team, never mind in Scotland. They're both fantastic players, and Celtic have to replace them. That's why I'm saying it's not just about numbers. They need real quality in that forward area," he said. McCormack's strong words will only pile more pressure on Brendan Rodgers and the Celtic board to act quickly before the transfer window shuts. With Champions League qualifiers coming fast and Rangers busy adding talent, doing nothing isn't an option. The drop in attacking quality has already hurt Celtic's results, with the team looking much less dangerous in the final third. Fans want more urgency and ambition from those in charge. Rodgers has suggested that signings are coming, but the summer so far has lacked the spark needed to excite the fans or worry their rivals. If McCormack is right, one thing is clear: Celtic need to raise their game, and fast. Now for the main story. Celtic remain interested in bringing Bojan Miovski back to the Scottish Premiership, but it's Birmingham City who have made the first move for the striker. Reports claim the English Championship side are now in talks with Girona over a potential deal. Miovski left Aberdeen for Spain last summer after 2 strong seasons at Pittodrie, where he scored 44 goals in 98 games. His time at Girona, though, hasn't gone to plan. He's struggled to hold down a regular place in the side and scored only 4 goals in 25 appearances. Girona are now believed to be open to selling the North Macedonian forward. Celtic have been watching the situation closely. The club are looking to add more firepower up front and see Miovski as a player who knows the Scottish game well and can score goals. He caused problems for defences across the league during his time at Aberdeen and fits the profile of striker Brendan Rodgers has looked to add. While Celtic have long been linked with Miovski, Birmingham are the first to make a concrete approach. They're hoping to add goals to their side as they look to bounce back from a difficult season in the Championship. Their interest could force other clubs to act quickly if they want to land the player. It remains to be seen whether Celtic will step up their interest now that another club is involved. Miovski would likely be keen on more regular football after a frustrating spell in Spain, and a return to Scotland might appeal. But if Birmingham can strike a deal with Girona, Celtic could miss out unless they move soon. Birmingham are already building a strong connection to Scottish football. They signed Kyogo earlier this summer and are managed by former Hoops coach Chris Davies. The English side also have Tomoki Iwata, strengthening the links between the clubs and adding a familiar face for Miovski if he chooses to move. For now, the Hoops remain in the picture, but they'll need to decide if Miovski is the striker they want to go all in for this summer. With the new season just around the corner, decisions won't be delayed much longer. In other news, Shinya Yamada has set his sights on becoming Celtic's next leading man up top and believes his pace and power can fill the void left by Kyogo Furuhashi's January departure. The 25-year-old arrived in Glasgow this summer from Kawasaki Frontale and has wasted no time making his case, scoring the decisive penalty against Al Ahly in the Como Cup. With Kyogo gone, the door is wide open for someone to step up. Celtic never signed a direct replacement when Kyogo left midway through last season, relying instead on Daisen Maeda, Adam Ida and Johnny Kenny to carry the burden. Now Yamada believes he can be the long-term answer. The Japanese forward has huge respect for Kyogo's achievements in Glasgow, but is confident he brings something different to the role. He said this, "Obviously I heard all the news about Kyogo scoring goals for Celtic. As players, I would say some parts of our game is similar, in front of goal especially. However, I have something different, which is speed and power. With that, I hope to perform as well as him and contribute to Celtic. I have speed at 1v1s, I like to run behind the defenders, that is one of my strengths," he said. Yamada's style offers a more physical, direct option than Kyogo's movement-based approach. His willingness to get in behind and stretch defences could give Brendan Rodgers fresh tactical flexibility. Celtic were criticised in January for not replacing Kyogo, and the spotlight remains on how his squad will evolve heading into the new campaign. Yamada, by his own admission, is hungry to make his mark. With the Champions League return and domestic challenges to come, the timing couldn't be better for someone to step up. If the Japanese forward can translate his pre-season impact into competitive form, Celtic fans may soon be singing his name. Lastly, Adam Montgomery has opened up on his decision to leave Celtic on loan once again, revealing the return of Kieran Tierney made his first team chances even more limited. The fullback has joined Livingston for the 2025 to 2026 campaign, aiming to get regular game time under his belt in the Premiership. Montgomery, who came through the ranks at Lennox Town, still has a couple of years remaining on his contract at Celtic Park. However, with Brendan Rodgers' squad stacked with experienced left-sided options, including the returning Tierney and Hayato Inamura, the pathway to minutes in Glasgow's East End has narrowed. The 23-year-old has already experienced loan spells at St Johnstone and Fleetwood Town, but is now relishing a fresh opportunity to make his mark under Davy Martindale. Montgomery believes Livingston's playing style and the manager's approach suit his game perfectly. After weighing up his options both in Scotland and down south, Montgomery felt Livingston offered the best platform for him to showcase what he can do in the top flight. He had this to say: "I spoke to Davy Martindale before coming here, and he talked about how he wanted me to play for the club on the front foot and pressing, which suits my game. The quality at Celtic is undeniable with players like Kieran and Callum McGregor, so the plan for this season for me was to get out and play in games. I still have a couple of years at Celtic on my contract, but I want to play as many 90 minutes as possible. And Livingston was the best place for me to do that. There were a few other options, a couple down the road and some up here, but when I spoke to the gaffer, this was the best option," he concluded. Livingston secured their top-flight return through the Premiership playoffs, seeing off Ross County in a dramatic two-legged tie. Davy Martindale's side are rebuilding for life back in the big league, and Montgomery is eager to play his part in that journey. With promotion secured, Livingston are now tasked with proving they can survive and thrive in the Premiership once more. Martindale is expected to lean on high-energy, aggressive football, a style Montgomery feels matches his own strengths. Celtic, meanwhile, will be keeping a close eye on their academy graduates' progress as they continue to manage the development of their younger players via domestic loans. Montgomery's minutes at Livingston will be crucial in determining whether he can eventually stake a claim back at Parkhead. For now, it's about building consistency and grabbing the opportunity. Montgomery will be hoping a strong campaign in the top flight can put him firmly back on Brendan Rodgers' radar. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.